Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariana with heavenandlimes.com, and I make and sell homemade candles. Today I'm going to be making these 6 cavity candy wax melts that are totally plastic free, and they are so pretty. You have to see what it looks like at the end. If you guys are interested in learning how I make these with the exact formula, then please keep on watching. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and give these beautiful candy molds a go. I've seen them, around like Pinterest, and I've seen photos all over the internet, and I absolutely fell in love with the way that they look, and I thought that they would look really pretty in my website. It'll go right with my theme and with the flow that I'm going for, with the look, with the aesthetics, all of that. So I just decided that I want to go ahead and try it out and see. Now, I am a person that I like to make sure that I get the measurements and the grams and all of that, the weight. I like to get all of that exact or almost exact. So in order to achieve that, what I did was I did each cavity individually. If you look really close at the molds, you'll see that I tested them out and I tried, and now I finally got to come up with the formula that worked for me using the TW30. So again, I'm using the silicone mold that I got from Amazon. I'm using the Palo Santo from Midwest Fragrance Company, a couple of Dixie cups to hold my wax, and I'm also using a bamboo skewer to stir in the wax and the fragrance oil once I combine the two. Now, as far as the skewer is concerned, I'm not really excited about using that to combine my wax and fragrance oil. I don't like it, so I have ordered a different item to help me mix these two together a bit more effectively. So as you noticed, I put a little piece of saran wrap over my digital scale, and I did this because I noticed that with the old scale, which by the way fell and broke, whenever I would spill a little bit of fragrance oil on top of it, it'll actually kind of melt it. So I decided to protect it with the saran wrap. So what I'm going to do for each individual cavity is I'm going to measure out 37 grams of my TW30, and then I'm going to add 5 grams of my fragrance oil, giving me a total of 42 grams per cavity. So you'll see later down in the video the formula, as I always pop it on the screen so that you guys don't have to go through all of this. So I'm doing each one separately to show you guys, but you don't have to do it this way. I'm just weird that way. This is how I like to work. This is just me, but you don't have to. Like I said, you can just combine all of it, and then it should be about 222 grams, and then you could just do it all in one shot. But for me, this is what works. But you guys, for those of you who don't know, I have reopened my website at heavenandlimes.com, and I absolutely love what I did. I love the photos. It was such a labor of love. I absolutely love how everything turned out, and I almost did give up. I almost decided that I didn't want to do this because it was just a lot. From the picture part of it, taking the photos, the photography, that was easy now. It wasn't easy a year ago. But now it was simple because it was something that I wanted to do that was mine. A lot of the times I would look at everybody else's photos, I would compare, I would want to do it like that, but with my own little twist. And I just thought to myself, you know what, it's not something, I'm not happy. I don't want my photos to look like, lined up like soldiers. I don't like that look. It's not me. It works for, other people, and everybody has their own taste and their own style and their own audience, but it's not for me. So what I did was, one morning I just got up. It was really, really sunny, and I was like, wow, the lighting looks great. So I just grabbed a little dinner table, one of those tables that you fold, that you have dinner with in front of the TV. I opened that up. I grabbed this like a, I don't know what you call it. It's like a blanket, but it's kind of like, I don't know what you call it. It's like a burlap or something. I grabbed that. I grabbed a couple of baby's breath, and I just started putting the products on the table and balancing them the way that I thought would look nice against the light. And I just took the cell phone and I started taking pictures, and those are the results that you guys see on my Instagram at Heaven and Limes and on my website at heavenandlimes.com. And I have to say that, you know, a lot of people are complimenting my photos, and I'm just really, you know, humbled that you guys are loving the shots and sending me DMs and all of that. So thank you so much for that. I am humbled, like I said. But yeah, so like I said, I got to open up the website. I redesigned it again, and I'm loving this a lot better. I brought down the prices so much. A lot of people are saying to me, you know, your prices are so low, Mariana, like, but I am making the difference up in shipping. If you notice that my shipping on the website is $50 or more is free shipping, so I would take advantage of that, only because if you buy, like, if you purchase one candle, that's about like $8 or something, your shipping is going to be about 21 in change. So I would probably take advantage of the $50, and then you get free shipping versus just buying one candle. But I'm going to be adding these wax bars that you see, these candy bars, not candy bars, these wax candy bars, to my website in just a few days. So be sure to check them out. And I like them because they're plastic free. So eventually, as time goes by and I sell the ones, I have a lot of plastic. Like, I have to say, I bought so many. I even have boxes that are sealed, brand new, that I have not even opened. So I'm thinking of probably selling that to somebody. The 1 ounce, you guys have seen me make the 1 ounce samples. So I have that from Maple Street. I think I have about 200 of those, brand new, sealed in the box, never opened. And I kind of just want to get rid of it because it's plastic, and I'm not really wanting to continue to promote that. So but whatever plastic I have, I'm just gonna probably sell or get rid of or something like that. But for now, I just wanted to show you this demonstration, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So yes, happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there who's celebrating Valentine's Day. Today is a little bit of a tough day for me because, you know, it's just emotionally heavy for me. So but for those of you that are celebrating, happy Valentine's Day to you all. I hope that you enjoy your day, and so you know, let me know what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day, or let me know if you guys are even doing these wax melts as well. You know, I was thinking a lot, like, as I was making this video, I was thinking about, like, what am I gonna say, how am I going to, you know, because I'm not really into, I've been depressed lately. Like, I've been in my bed and I just, like, don't want to do anything, and I just need to snap out of this funk. And I didn't want to make the video, but I said, you know what, let me do something for them. I was really excited to show you guys what I've been up to, and I do have another project that I'm gonna be working on for the spring. So I already started with this project. I love it so much. I think you guys are gonna love it too. It's not something I invented, of course not, but it is something that's been out for a little bit, and I just think it's so pretty and so practical. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I had to mute the microphone for a second there because I just heard a sound, and I was just telling my children that I'm recording, and I wanted to make sure that they were okay. But I like to take advantage at this hour because my bird is sleeping, or she's quiet, and so I said, you know what, let me just hurry up and jump on this mic real quick and start talking to you guys real quick. But yeah, so as you see, I'm using this skewer to stir in this wax. I don't like using the skewer for this because I just feel like as I'm mixing, it's not really binding the fragrance oils and the wax together. Like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like it's not happening, it's not blending well. It's kind of doing something like a surface type of mixture. So I'm not excited about that. So I did order some different supplies to help me combine these two a bit better. So as you see, I'm doing one at a time. And like I said, you don't have to do it one at a time, but this is just the way that I like to work because it gives me a more accurate number and it leaves the guesswork out for you guys that are looking for videos out there. Because, I mean, let's get real. When I started making candles, I just wanted to make money and make money fast because we were in a pandemic and I know that I'm crafty and I know that I can make things if I watch, but I didn't realize that once my heels dug in deeper to this candle making business, that it was going to get really technical and very scientific. So I needed to make sure that, you know, I learned, not just watched and remembered how to make it, but get involved in reading material and understand what I was doing. So as time went on, and even today, I'm still learning about this whole candle making process. And although I have the gist of it and I understand the science behind it, there's always room to venture out and there's always room to learn. So, you know, as for me, you know, I'm understanding that the process is not what I thought it was back then during this pandemic. Like, let me just watch the video and let me learn and let me make it. Now it's like, okay, I want to actually show you what I have learned, what has worked for me in a more simple way for those of you who are starting and are not looking for anything super complex and super technical and all of that. I'm gonna do the hard part so that way all you have to do is watch the video, know that it works, and then you could just perfect it in your own way. So this is why I choose to make my videos the way that I do, to do the formulas, to show you one step at a time like that, so that way it can make your life a little bit easier, because we all have things that we need to, not that we need to worry about, but we all have things that we worry about on a daily basis, and we don't need to add to that. But for those of you who are interested in learning the mathematics behind it, then this also is helpful as well. So originally, when I made these wax bars, I measured out way too much fragrance oils. I actually added 10 grams per cavity, and that was so much. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe the vanillin of the fragrance oil is what I was taking into consideration, and that's probably why I increased that 10 grams of fragrance oil. But then I quickly realized that that was a huge error. So even this 5 grams that I'm using right now, I'm thinking it may be a bit too much. But again, check the vanillin on your product, on your fragrance oils, and make sure that you can play around with those numbers. So I would say anywhere between 3 and 5 is a comfortable number to add into these beautiful wax bars. Now, a lot of people, what they like to do is they like to put mica. So if you guys want to use mica, if you're mica users out there, I would go ahead and sprinkle the mica first onto the mold, and then I would go ahead and pour the the wax right on top of that. So that way it could give a nice, beautiful blend as you're pouring. Some of you like to use florals or botanicals. I would also do that first. Put that in the bottom first, like add that to your mold first, and then add your wax to that afterwards, so that way you could get, you know, the best result. But here we are at the last cavity. Excuse me. And that's it. That's what I have for you guys. I hope that this is a little bit easier for you. And here is, as I promised, you can pause the video, and that is my formula. So I waited 24 hours to unmold these bars. If you look at my Instagram, I waited like 4 hours because I got so anxious. So I made these twice. The first round, like I said, the first batch was 10 grams of fragrance oil, and that was a bust. And then the second batch, I waited 4 hours, and only 2 of them survived. maybe 3. So this time I said, you know what, I want to make a video and I want to show them how I did it. So I'm gonna actually just wait a full 24 hours before I unmold them. So if you notice, when I'm unmolding these wax bars, I like to tug at the ends very, very gently. And as you can see, my hand is rubbing the bottom of the bars because I had previously used the molds already. So I want to make sure that when I take the bars out, nothing sticks and it doesn't look wonky. Of course, nothing is going to look perfect, but this is what my bars look like, and I like them. I think they look so pretty. I'm going to give you a super duper up close so you could see. I don't know if the lighting is helping much, but this is the end result. This is what they look like, and I think they're absolutely stunning. And they're easier to package, I believe. So I'm using glassine, is it called, am I saying it right? Glassine bags. I'll show you in a few clips from now, but I'm using those to package. And that's it. I put my own little touch. You could snap these. For those of you who are shopping my website and you're just watching my video just to see what I'm doing, or because you're interested, I would take 2 of these. So you take the one bar with this, it has 5 bars. If that makes any sense, it has 5 little bars. So when you snap it, I would snap 2 and put those into my warmer, if that makes any sense to you guys. So as you see, I'm pulling this one out. It has 5 bars right on this, right? Snap out 2 and then put those 2 in your wax warmer for the best fragrance. Do not put all of them in there because it's gonna be too much and it may overflow your wax warmer, and then you'll have like a huge mess. So you don't want to do that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to continue to unmold. All right, so this is the last one, and now I'm going to show you guys exactly what I use to package the wax bars. I wasn't sure originally how I wanted to package these, and I may still be working on that, but for now I kind of like the results. I want to show you the size so you can see how thick it is on the side. So you're going to get a nice bar. It's going to be a good size for you to go ahead and add to your warmers. So these are the glassine bags that I was just mentioning. Again, I got these on Amazon. Feel free to take a screenshot so you can see exactly the size and the name that I'm using. It comes in a package of 100, and I love them. I think they look really, really nice, and it's a really nice alternative to the plastic. These are made out of wax, I believe. And I think they're perfect for these. So, and I love that when you put tape on it, it's transparent and you can't really see it. So I love that as well. So here you're gonna see me open these up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just package them. Perfect size. That's what I love about them. I was in this group and somebody had suggested these glassine bags, except that her bags were like 4x6. They were super huge. And of course, because I didn't know better, I just added them to my cart. But my gut said to me, those bags are super big and I don't want to spend time folding and all of that. Maybe I could add 2 wax bars, but I didn't want them to smudge and make a mess. So I kind of course, pulled out my ruler as I always do, and I took some measurements, and these fit perfectly. I have to say that I did eyeball this when online, and that's very challenging to do. But like I said, doing the process over and over again, you get a little idea. And that's my bird in the background. She's come out of her cage and she sees me, so she might make some noise. So I'm gonna mute this mic while you guys watch me continue to put these in the bags. All right, so this is the last bar. Like I mentioned earlier, I love these glassine bags because when you put a piece of tape on it, it's transparent and you really can't see the tape. So I was wondering, like, how am I gonna package these? They were a little tricky. I didn't want to like fold them too much because I didn't want to wrinkle up the bags. So you know, with a very soft hand, I, you know, grabbed the melt and just gently put the piece of tape on top. And as you can see right here, you can't even see it, it's see-through. So, you know, that's one of the things that I love about that. And then, of course, don't forget to put your wax melt warning stickers. Just turn your bags around and just pop them right there. These are from Amazon, nothing fancy. You can make your own warning labels if you choose to do so, but I don't want to do that because I don't feel like it. So, and then these are my labels that I made with my Cricut. I should have moved the heavenandlimes.com a little bit lower, but that's the way they came out and it's fine, no big deal. But I just like how simple and clean it looks. It looks very elegant and nothing too much, you know. And that's it. This is what it looks like. I put the grams and the ounces on the bottom there so that the customer could go ahead and see it, but I'm just sealing them up and simple. Try not to handle them too much, especially in the front of the bars, because when the customer pulls them out of the glassine bags, you don't want to, you know, use see fingerprints all over it. It's gonna look like super tacky and very unclean and unkept. So I chose to put my gloves on, and I like to use gloves when I'm working with wax and stuff like that. I don't like for my customers to see my fingerprints all over the product. It's just, I don't like that. But this twine came with another one of my orders, and all I did was, you could leave it like this. You don't have to add twine to yours if you don't want to. You could just leave it as is with your labels. It'll look super pretty and clean and elegant. But of course, excuse me, I wanted to go a step further and see what it looked like with the twine. And my camera's gonna get a little blurry real quick, but you'll notice that in a second. But all I did was just tie the piece of twine around it, and I like the way that it came out. I think it looks super pretty. See right there, I got super blurry, and then I just tied a little bow right there on the front, and that's all I did. Super simple. You guys can do the same exact thing. You could find the twine on Amazon. Remember that twine is they have different sizes, like thicknesses, so try to find the one that's really thin, because I think the thick ones would look a little bit off. You want it to look very delicate, you know. And that's it. Tie your little bow, cut off the ends if you want to, and add an embellishment. Of course, mine are baby's breath because that's my theme. That's what I'm using for my brand, is baby's breath. And that's exactly what I'm going to attach. And that's it. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. It's free. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. If you like to see more videos like this, be sure to follow me over also at Heaven and Limes on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.